Oh, look, you've got a cat joining you now.
He's just doing his normal lap back and forth in
I've
front
got
of me.
Thunder right here. Like he's.
He's like, "Do I want to go into this window? No,
Oh,
I'll go back
Alicia,
that
where's
way."
one of your cats?
Locked out of the room.
Oh.
One of them's outside on the back porch.
Well, welcome everybody to the discussion for Daisy Jones and the Six. She's got the fancy copy. My copy is in my car because it's a library book and that's
The
going back soon.
fancy. I think this is the Waterstones one. Possibly. Yeah, I think it was.
Let's see. Katie, do you want to do your dramatic reading? One
Of
last time
course.
for me.
Are you ready, Thunder? For a while, Daisy Jones and the Six were everywhere. The albums won every turntable. They sold out arenas from coast to coast. Their sound defined an era. And then, on the 12th of July 1979, they split. Nobody knew why until now. They were lovers and friends and brothers and rivals. They couldn't believe their luck until it ran out. This is their story of the early days and the wild nights. But everyone remembers the truth differently. The only thing they all know for sure is that from the moment Daisy Jones walked barefoot on the stage at the Whiskey, the band were irrevocably changed. Making music is never just about the music. Sometimes it can be hard to tell where the sound stops and the feelings begin.
Dum, dum, dum.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, what was our ratings? I think I gave it 3.5 stars. Three and a half.
Let me.
I DNF'd it.
Ooh. Kitty's like, no.
That's my book. Let's just see what I. Yeah, it still came out as a 5.
Yeah, I think I double checked mine and I just gave it a 3. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like completely like sucked into it. I think that was just my issue of it.
I think it honestly is one of those Marmite books. Like, you either love it, you don't like it. Yeah, I think it's just one or the other, really. Because of the format of it. And
Yeah.
it's like a very character driven book. And I quite like character driven books, like where it's all about the characters.
Yeah. I read it physically too, except for like maybe the last like 20 minutes of it is I did have the audiobook checked out, but I just didn't get around to listening to the audiobook, but I wanted to finish the book because I was so close to finishing it, so I switched to the audiobook to listen to on my like way to work and finished it up that way. But the audiobook, just the bit that I did listen to, I did enjoy it. I think when it comes to interview styles, when they introduce who's talking next in the audiobook, that kind of threw me off. Like they said the name and then they would say the dialogue part of it. So like my brain just doesn't register who's talking whenever I'm reading it physically. So I just read it straight through.
I wonder whether you listen to a different audiobook, because I listen to the one where there's the cast. Well, not the cast of, but like where there's people voicing each character.
That's what it was, but like in a certain section, if one character was like I guess off page for a little bit and they were introduced back to their dialogue, they said their name first and then they read what the character said. And I think that for some reason at the time it just kind of threw me off a little bit.
I wonder if it's the same one or whether they changed it. I don't know.
I don't think I'm part of the.
Would you like to have your input, Mr. Cat?
Or you just want everybody to see your butt? Just the butt. Okay. As he just sits. See if I did.
Yeah, the very first time I ever read it, like when it first came out, I had an arc of it like when it first came out, and I read it physically. So this time around, I listened to the audiobook.
Yeah, it is a full cast because they have different, like the different names listed on the audiobook page. I'm guessing her husband had read Wyatt because it has Alex Jenkins Reid listed as one.
Oh, I didn't realize that
Yeah,
he voiced. Oh, I wonder who he voiced.
it says Wyatt Stone.
Why? Wasn't he the asshole?
I think to me,
Dear
I think
husband,
Eddie was the
I
one that
want
was
you to
kind of the
voice
asshole.
the guy that's a dickhead.
To me, Eddie was kind of the asshole of the group because of him just. It's like I can see like the differences with like him not liking how Billy just took over the band kind of thing, but really Billy and what was the other brother's name, Graham. I they really originally started the band, so he kind of has a major say in what happens in the band. So, but where did you end up DNFing, Alicia?
Somewhere in the 70-page mark.
Mm-hmm.
I got that far and I was just like, I don't care. And I didn't like the interview style, so that probably played a part in it.
Gotcha. And the formatting of it just didn't vibe.
Yeah.
I can get that because there's sometimes I have to be in the mood for an interview style. I like how I feel like I'm talking to you like you're a microphone.
The interview with the cat.
Like he's going to amplify my voice if I just talk directly into his ear.
Yeah, through one ear and out the other.
The way he acts sometimes, you think he is going deaf because half the time he ignores me. Isn't that right?
Nah, selective hearing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What do you think of the the timeline that the book followed?
Like for me, it gives a really good feel of of back then, like with the sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah, like the standard 70s
Yeah, like the
rock
good
and
old
roll.
vibe, and like now and then when they describe what they're wearing, like she was wearing this.
She was wearing a see-through shirt with no bra. That was like the
She was
main
wearing
thing.
her
I'm
flare
like,
trousers, or
yeah. Which character resonated with you the most and why?
out of the females, I actually like Karen,
Yeah,
the
Karen was.
keyboardist.
Yeah, I liked her. Camilla was probably one that I related to the most
Mm.
because I don't think I would be one that would want to go on tour with a band or be part of a band and having to deal with all that. So I really felt for her, especially during the times before Billy got sober and when she was pregnant the first time. I wanted to shake Graham with the whole situation with Karen making her decision to have her abortion. It's like, you, sir, don't get to make this decision. You do have an opinion of it. I grant you that, but you don't make the final decision.
Mm. It's a shame with them too because like they have such a really good like relationship, like friendship to that, And then when that happened, it just like everything fell apart.
Yeah. I just liked with Karen's character, she wasn't gonna get pigeonholed into a specific kind of like gender stereotype. She made her own. So
But
I
that's why I really liked her. Like she kind of like kicked ass in a way.
she definitely didn't take any crap. I just got tired of hearing about Daisy after a while and her all of her drug problems. I'm like, okay, I get it. It was a major issue
Yeah,
of that, but and that she's the main like name of the band, but I'm just getting tired of hearing her whine about having a man wanting a man that she can't have kind of thing. So she was definitely my like probably my least liked character other than Eddie. I got tired of Eddie.
yeah.
Switch ears.
The drummer was really laid back when he.
Yeah. It's like he barely like he only had a quote what at the end of like the epilogue or whatever, and that's the only time he actually spoke during the whole interview. And I had a feeling that the interviewer was gonna be the older daughter by the time I got like maybe halfway through the book. Just the way that like the way that Billy was more like speaking more openly about certain things.
Mm, mm.
So I had a feeling that it was like someone who we were kind of sort of already introduced like to, so but didn't have a major role since there wasn't any dialogue from her until she interjected at one point.
Yeah. And because you DNF'd Alicia, we will explain. The interviewer was the daughter of Billy. Is that his name? Billy?
Billy, the main guy, yeah. His older daughter Julia, the one that he missed the birth of at the beginning of it, or whenever he was
Yeah, it was the
before he got sober.
first daughter.
That was the one he'd rather go to rehab than stay and be father.
Mm.
Yeah, he went to rehab and pretty much like stayed away from drugs and drinking, and he had like one kind of like momentary lapse after, like right when the band was breaking up at the end of the book. And that around that time, that was when she like interjected, but during like Daisy's retelling of that night or something like that.
Mm. Wah, wah.
I got a really like big like Fleetwood Mac kind of vibe from the way that the band was set up. That's kind of how I pictured like the music being similar to Fleetwood Mac.
Did you get a feel from like how it was written and formatted that it was like it was about a band, sort of thing, like it could have been a non-fiction?
I could see in certain points, yeah, like at the beginning for sure. With like having more of interviews for people outside of the band, but that was still kind of in the same circle. I got that, but then once it started getting more into like the whole personal relationship thing between like Billy and Daisy, when they started getting kind of closer and actually writing like that one album, then I started to see like, okay, I can see where the dramas start probably a little bit more played up than it needs to be.
I know one character I hated. I just remembered. It's that woman Prince guy that she marries, and he's a
Yeah,
right old tosser.
yeah,
Just left her on the floor
yeah, and
of
just
a
stuck her in the
bathroom.
shower, hoping that the shower will revive her or something like that when she was ODing. But no,
Yeah, like that was. Yeah.
I did find like the plot of the book, or like just the way that the writing style was too, made it easy for me to like kind of get sucked into the book. Whenever I was having like reading sessions, I didn't want to put it down for a certain amount of time, or I found myself, okay, I'll read into the next section. Then the next section. Kind of got myself sucked in a little bit in regards to that, but I think once it got to a little over halfway, I started feeling like it was starting to get a little bit predictable, which kind of made it stay at just the 3 stars. Like I liked it, but I wasn't wowed by it, and I found like I could predict what was going to happen.
Yeah, like I feel like with this book, it's quite predictable when reading it. I just always like to learn about like how it gets to that like sort of thing. Like something's gonna happen, or like there's
Yeah.
this tension between Daisy and Billy. It's just like, but what's gonna happen? Something's gonna happen. When's it gonna happen? Like, come on, give it to me.
I also think I'm probably at that point. It's like I watch a lot of like kind of like behind the story type of like documentary style videos on YouTube about any sort of topic, especially like mostly like old Disney Channel type of feuding stuff. So I think since I was still in kind of that like mindset of reading, like wanting to consume that type of media, of knowing the backstory behind things, I think that's one reason why I kept reading as much as I did, because I was still like, okay, I want to know more. Not that I'm necessarily like completely invested in it. I just good background noise kind of thing. Have you read any other Taylor Jenkins Reid books? This one was the
I've
first
read
one for me.
Malibu Rising.
Is that supposed to be kind of roughly in the same timeline as this one, or
I
or
think
is
so.
that a different?
I don't think it's what was it? I wonder if it says the year and the. When my Goodreads wants to load.
I just swear I remember hearing some talk about like how one of her books was supposed to be kind of like not a direct like sequel, but kind of like a tie-in.
Yeah, 1983. So it's roughly around then.
Mhm. Have you watched the TV show or the adaptation of it, whatever?
Of Daisy Jones, yeah, a
Yeah.
couple of times now.
I think it
There's
would.
it. Have you watched? Did you watch it? Sorry.
I think it would. The way that the formatting would, I can see it lending well to being turned into a TV show.
Mm. Yeah, it's like that. They'll sit down as if they're having an interview and they're being interviewed, and then they'll play the dramatized section
Mm.
or the acting or whatever. But they also had the music in it as well. Like Sam Claflin plays Billy, and I remember watching an interview and he said he had to like learn to sing to be part of it. So yeah, and I think I mentioned before, but he plays what's his name in the Hunger Games movie? Finnick, that's the one. Finnick
Yeah.
Goodale. Want a sugar cube, Katniss? That's what he says in the movie. A
Just
sugar
the
cube.
way you said it was like,
It's just how he goes. He goes,
no.
want a sugar cube, Katniss? Yeah, I don't recognize any of the other actresses from it that like other things, but
If you had to pick anybody for like the cast, would there be anybody in particular that you would cast for a certain character?
no, I couldn't really think of
Because
like
this
when
was a
reading it, I
reread
couldn't
for you,
think.
wasn't it?
So
This was a reread for you, wasn't it?
yeah, so the first time was before they did an adaptation, so I couldn't really picture anything the first time. But when I watched the adaptation, like I agree with like what they did. Like Daisy looks like Daisy because she's described with the big red hair and
I honestly forgot that she was described with red hair. Because for some reason, I always pictured her as a blonde, like the like typical like hippie blonde kind of hair.
Well, I mean, she's a bit ditzy sometimes. But no, I think Karen's the blonde, and yeah, they made her blonde in the TV show.
She was a redhead?
Yeah.
I don't think that did not come off the page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
that's
think that they had a song "Autumn," and I think that it was kind of described from her hair. I think.
yeah, that's
Hmm.
I like
I think if
thinking
they had
if
chosen a different format then and like actually you could read about it instead of interview type, then we'd probably get more of those descriptions.
yeah, I can definitely see how like having it as a mix like media type of format book might have lended a little bit more to the story. It's like still have like some of the interview bits in it, but like add actual like things happening in real time kind of thing. Almost like flashback kind of scenes like through some
Mm,
of that whole storyline. I can see that working a little bit better.
mm. Maybe that's why they did that in the TV series, just to see if that would like work better.
Mm.
I mean, like the TV show is like very, very close to the book. There's a couple of things that are different. Like in the book, I think he only has no. In the book, he has two kids. I think, isn't it? But in the
Yeah.
TV show, he only has the one daughter.
No, he has three kids in the book because he
Oh
has
yeah,
Julia,
three.
which is the
Yeah,
one. He had the twin girls.
but yeah, in the TV show, that he only has one because at the time they were talking about having another kid, and then they never did.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think there was something else that didn't happen.
I'm trying to see if there's any other of her books that I've actually read, but no, this one was the first one.
Apparently, I mean, I've not read it, but I don't know if you guys have read The Seven Husbands of Evan Hugo, but apparently it's a very similar style.
Yeah, that's one that I kept thinking about picking up before Daisy Jones. I just had never gotten around to it. I have Malibu Rising and Carrie Soto is back as like want to read on Goodreads.
I mean, I've read Malibu Rising. I think what did I give it?
That
I
one's
gave it
about a
a
surfer, isn't
4.
it? Yeah.
This one. Let me have a look.
The other book I have by her is One True Loves or something like that,
Mm.
but I haven't read it. Now I'm wondering if it's going to be the same format. I'm probably not going to read it. Now I have to find it and see.
Yeah.
I gave Malibu Rising a 4.5. I read this 3 years ago. I put the book was really good. She's great with character driven books. The way she writes characters as if they are real, as if you know them.
I don't see anybody in the comments, Alicia, on Goodreads, that like their reviews about what the formatting is.
For the other one.
Yeah, the one True Loves. I don't see anything about like so far, at least in reviews, and of what exactly like the formatting is.
No. Like I said, I have it somewhere. It's either on these shelves. If it's not here, then it's in my room, and I'll have to go look at it. If it's this similar format, then I'll probably just panko it.
Malibu Rising is written like a story. It's not an interview.
I'm trying to Google to see.
I don't think our other books like One True Loves and I think they're just written like stories. I think it literally was just Daisy Jones and the Seven Husbands because I think if I remember this in the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, she's being interviewed.
Yeah, because I think that the interviewer like is the whole thing is about since she has like 7 husbands, like what exactly happened to them and all that stuff, like from her point of view. According to Google AI, the writing style for One True Loves, it just says first person perspective. That bounces between the main character's past with her first husband and her present engagement. So it's a past and future, like timeline hopping kind of thing.
Yeah, I found like you can like read a sample of it. And it looks like it is story format, but there's one section in here where it's like I don't know if they're talking about area codes or coordinates, but like it'll say like a year in Sydney, and then in parentheses it says 61 space 2, and then months backpacking from Lisbon 35121 to Naples, and I'm like, why do we have numbers in parentheses?
I think
Like,
it just from what I read with the synopsis, like her first husband like disappears like in a downed helicopter or something like that. So it might be coordinates kind of thing. If he's like an explorer or something.
I will read this synopsis again. So far, it does not look good. She may not be an author for me.
I'm trying to think if like what alternative like band like following a band book would be good for people like Alicia who could not get into this type of book because of the formatting. But
Like one that's about a band, just not an
yeah.
interview.
Yeah, that's not like in an interview form, but just it does follow like a band. I think one of my favorite Sarah Dessen books. It's called This Summer. I believe the one of the main characters, like the main character's love interest, is in a band. You can find out it kind of follow them. That's more of like a young adult type of thing. I've read that book so many times you would think I would know it by the back of my hand by now. My copy's got a little rough looking.
Now, Google has a couple of like music bands that are told in traditional prose. Half of these I have never heard of.
Seems about right. One title that comes to mind that I read it over like 15 years ago now, at this point, probably called I Want to Be Your Joey Ramone, but I don't remember if that follows a specific band or if it follows a teenager who is looking to like join a band or become a singer.
Right.
Any final thoughts, Katie? Um,
What have we spoken about? Maybe, did you have a favorite scene?
Probably whenever they're like creating the album, like the whole section of just hearing about like them actually taking bits and pieces, like them writing the songs together, then giving it to the band members to write the musical pieces and stuff of it. I did enjoy hearing about that.
Mm.
But that probably also kind of goes towards my like original job choice. But when I was graduating high school, I did want to do music composition, so that my brain's like, ooh, I want that.
I like how in the back of the book you get the lyrics to the songs as well.
I did notice that, yeah.
I didn't, because I didn't make it that far.
I didn't read them. I like once I was done with the story, I was like, okay, I think I'm like done.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. And there's like a letter from Camilla to Julia, Susanna, and Maria.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh yeah. So Camilla, is it cancer that she gets again? I think it is.
She ends up getting diagnosed with lupus, and then I guess the complications from lupus is what got her in the end.
Yeah, I just can't remember what illness she got mentioned, but yeah, unfortunately, like she receives news that she's not well, so she knows she's dying. And she does like a little mini interview where she sort of says to her daughter, like when I'm gone and when your dad's ready, check out Daisy and get them to like meet again because they owe me a song. And I'm just like, oh.
Now that I'm done with him, Daisy can have him. Is pretty much what I
Yeah.
kind of got from that letter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because she kind of like at the end of the book, she tells Daisy that she needs to leave the band because you could see that Billy was falling for Daisy, and she's like, "You can't have him," kind of thing. So you need to leave. So in the end, it's like, okay, now that I'm done with him, and he's gonna be alone, you can have him. And that's what like I kind of took the letter to be.
I did like when Daisy was kind of like really sassy when she's like, I don't want to sing songs about your fucking wife.
Which I don't blame her. I wouldn't really like.
Yeah, literally all the songs he wrote were just about Camilla.
Yeah, it's like ever since he had gotten sober, like the only creative bone in his body that he could like come up with songs with had to do about his wife. So it's like I kind of don't
Lean
blame
on
him.
your own
And,
time.
yeah, and I think the rest of the band too was kind of also like getting to that point. It's like we are tired of these songs about Camilla.
Yeah,
And
like
we all know
Daisy
who
was
it's
saying what they were all thinking.
about. Yeah.
They were just like, I like this girl. She says what she thinks.
They're, I just picture them being like sitting in between the two of them, just going like with a cup of coffee or like something, like watching a tennis match go back and forth.
Well, I think in the TV show, like they're mostly like in the sound booth, like whilst like them two are like recording, and then they're just
Sitting there
sat
with
there in the
snacks.
sound booth, like awkward.
Yeah, I don't like that was one thing about the like I know one of the sound guys made a comment about like how he didn't like that they were sharing a sound booth because it made it harder to isolate vocals and make corrections when needed to. I'm like, yeah, why be in the same sound booth recording the songs together, especially if you claim you don't like this woman and you'd rather not be that close to her, yet you're in the same sound booth, which the sound booths are barely like sometimes about the size of a broom closet. Why? Like I just didn't understand that part.
I like how in the TV series they make more of a storyline with Daisy's friend. Like she's kind of like interviewed a little bit, like more so the beginning of the book, but like in the actual TV show, she's given more of a storyline, and she's given like a nice like female romance as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, because wasn't her friend supposed to
She's
be like
really
in a
sweet, her
disco
friend.
scene or something like that?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and, like I just love when like in the TV show her friend just comes out as like, you're being a real bitch.
You're being stupid, stop it.
Goodness.
Yeah, watch the TV show. You're like, like I said, there's differences with it. Like, I mean, it's nice they've created things like the storyline for her friend, and you know, you can hear the songs as they're singing. Although you do hear a lot of the same songs. You regret me, and I regret you.
Well, I would assume like if you're following them on tour, like I'm pretty sure that a lot of bands get so tired of playing the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
I would not.
Luckily, they never play like all the songs all the way through. It's just like, just so you know what song is going to be.
Yeah. All right. So I do plan on trying to read more from her, at least like the ones I have marked as want to read, especially the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I want to read that for sure.
That's on my TBR this month. I don't know if I'll get to it.
I have a long TBR that I'm probably only going to get to like maybe 4 or 5.
I have a never-ending TBR.
So far, I've read 4 books, and like at least 2 of them are graphic novels. So that shows you how my brain is.
I just have no shelf control. Like today, there was like an independent bookstore opening in a couple of towns over, and I was just like, well.
Well, I can't say much because we went to last weekend. We went to the comic book store, and I bought 3 more comics. Did I need more comics? No, because I have 3 mangas sitting here. The last time I bought books from the comic book store, haven't touched those yet. And
that's what I was like when I was in Forbidden Planets Day, because that's like the place here in Southampton where they have like loads of mangas and all that. And like I got 2, so I got a volume 2, this one, and then I got Pizza Witch. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one.
No, I haven't. Actually, and I just realized under my mangas is more stacks of comics that I haven't gotten to. So, and I have more stacks in the other room.
Like it's so cute.
I thought about rereading Pumpkinheads and Mooncakes the other day because I wasn't home and I didn't have access to my comics, so I was wanting to like. I thought about starting another like graphic novel when I was at work and slow. So I thought about rereading Pumpkinheads again, and I'm like, no.
Oh my god, it's literally us with all the cats. Look.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
but is this not cool though? Pizza Witch. Yeah. I like how it's like glittery. Look, you probably can't really see, but like it's glittery.
I can kind of see it.
But I felt when I found it, I was like, that was in my wish list. And they have a black cat. I mean, the cat eating the pizza.
That's Bravo. With any that they have out in the house, it's definitely Bravo. Nothing safe. All right, you guys. This was my last live show for the book club for a good while because who knows what kind of reading time I'm going to have once baby gets here. So, but I will definitely be in chats for future discussions because I definitely want to hear all of Alicia's questions in regards to the JLA series.
A Light in the Flame.
Yeah.
Which is over.
We all know that Alicia loves her questions.
I have to remember everything that happened in the previous still.
You do what, Alicia?
I didn't have too many with the last book.
Did you write them down?
I did.
So you got your questions answered then before the live show.
Mm-hmm. There's still a couple, but I think it's because after we read the book, then I was like, well, what about this? They answered that question, but now what about this? So it's not too many questions, but I still have questions.
And sometimes I find that Sam's very good at retaining information definitely better than me. So sometimes your questions get answered by Sam.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
then I'm like, wait a minute. Like, what book series? Like, which book is it? Am I in the right timeline? I'm not spoiling anything, am I? Because everything's starting to run together at one point.
Yeah, make sure you answer the question in the right book.
Yeah, so I'm like, let me rack my brain a little bit. Dust off the cobwebs, because these days, this brain's not reliable for really anything.
So speaking of this series, have you bought the new one, the Primal of Blood and Bone? Sam?
I did. That fucker's huge.
Oh, you. I've yet to get it.
Okay, did you say this book is huge or this fucker is huge? Because that's
It sounded like a mixture of bucker. That's what I heard.
that's why I'm like,
This
wait a minute, let me
bucker
get
is
some
huge.
clarification.
Oh, that looks different to the one that.
This is the
Amazon
Barnes and
showing.
Noble exclusive. This is the only
Oh,
edition they
that's why it
had.
looks different.
Yeah, I only have the, I think the first two, and then I think it's the fifth book. It's whatever extra copy Alicia had that she ended up giving me her extra copy.
Yeah, this one, I think on Amazon for me, it releases on the 20th of this month, so I can't get the hardback until then. It's only the Kindle, I think, that's been released.
Ooh, spooky.
Interesting.
This has 772 pages.
Ooh, that's nothing compared
And
to
the
some of the books
font
we've read.
is tiny.
Look at the font. Look at it.
But it has beautiful chapters.
Yeah, I find her books are chunky and the font is really small. Like,
Yeah. But what I like about her writing, at least with that series, it's really the only two series of hers that I've read. I find it like very easy to kind of fly through. So even though the book
yeah,
might
she
be
has a very
chunky, it seems like it flies pretty quickly.
yeah, she's got a very good, easy to read like writing style.
And this book does have a pronunciation guide in front.
Yay!
It starts here.
Have we been pronouncing it wrong the whole time?
Going. And going.
Nah, I blame the audiobooks.
And then we have places, and it just keeps going.
Does it have a list of all the books that she's published? I bet that's on like several pages. Page 1.
Page 2.
Page 2. I thought it'd be on 3
Christ.
pages, so that's,
And
close.
I got the other book,
They have another one?
Oh, the Visions of Flesh.
Oh, the Visions one. Yeah, I think I've got the Visions one.
These end pages are different.
It's really nice looking though.
Oi, what are you doing? Oi, nutmeg.
And I don't know if this one had pictures or not.
Yeah, I've been trying to sell enough books on Pango to buy a used copy of the Crown of Gilded Bones.
It's digitally signed.
Trying to get in the boiler cupboard.
Shame on you.
She's obsessed with trying to get in the boiler cupboard.
There's like a little face doodle.
I remember that from the library copy that I had borrowed when I read it.
Pronunciation guides, glossary of terms. There's this hideous thing.
Oh, it looks like me in the morning.
It looks like Voldemort with fangs.
I'm waking up and I want to go to work.
Me when I roll out of bed to get up to pee for the 15th billion time.
There's a lot. Is this just like a compendium? Like a
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think one
Pretty
of
much.
them's a bind up of.
there's some short
Yeah.
stories in there from like some points of views. Yeah,
She got her hand on his breast.
probably.
Like
Just like-
the breastbone. There was another one. I skipped it. I don't know who this is, but
he looks really tall.
It might be Castile's
He almost
brother,
looks like a vampire.
possibly. So I know
Well,
that
I wish-
there's character stuff.
I wish they would have like a little plaque or something underneath that says this is who it is.
Mm.
Because I'm not gonna know.
I know there's a particular short story that's very interesting that's from Willa's point of view.
Yeah. I think this is supposed to be Reaver.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah.
Ooh. Dragon.
Are they the dragons?
The
That's so cool.
They weren't called dragons, but they were like dragons.
Dragon.
Yeah, dragon. It's like we're gonna call them dragons, but with a K.
I don't know.
It's how like they're vampires, but not
Yeah, with a PYR, isn't it?
like vampire or something like that.
Vampire.
Ooh, we have a second map in this one. Wow.
Because one wasn't good enough.
Before, after.
This one is the Lasagna map.
It was probably like during the Flesh and Fire series.
Perhaps. I don't remember. Why? Why does the font have to be so small?
There's just so much information. She's got to pack it in somehow.
Well, make the book bigger or do several.
Yeah, I agree. Have 2 parts or a big one.
Oh, so here's the Flesh and Fire character.
It's either that or we're getting old and we need bigger font. Large print, please.
Oh, there's another map.
Ooh. That one looks mountainy.
Elysium. What's the Elysium map?
If that was a word, mountainy.
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 Ooh, they have playlists. Good lord.
Yeah. I think it was like around when that came out, it was around the time where I heard like a lot of like authors putting playlists in like with their books. I mean, like cool, but I'm not gonna look up the playlist and listen to that while I'm reading. I don't tend to read like
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to concentrate.
Miss Willa's diary.
Yeah, I think that it might be like the story that I was saying is very interesting. There's a couple of scenes that I think that are mentioned in the series that Poppy and Castile end up reading to each other that are more detailed in that book.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just flipping through, like she saw one of them, like, oh wow.
Wow.
Wolves. It had like all these, like all the characters, and it told you like who was Wolven and who was an elemental and who was a Draken and who was a whoever and whatever.
Who was what, when, where, and why.
Mm-hmm. I found Mrs. Willa's diary again.
Yeah, a lot of those tend to be sprinkled throughout that book.
But will you be reading that book, Sam? Because you're the one that's up to date, aren't you?
This?
Oh, the new one, the prime one?
The primary
I would like to if I can get my hands on it, or like a copy from the library, but we will see.
Jump on the list quick.
Yeah.
This book smells very clean. I just felt like this, like lean in. I was like,
it's like what do you expect it to smell like?
Paper.
bit dirty. It smells a bit like it's been through the wars.
Ooh, there's the Queen Ileana.
She looks like Morticia.
He kind of does.
Do you know what I mean?
Needs
Muttish
claws.
adults. Yeah. It's the long dog hair.
Mm. Listen, I can't flip
Diane Keaton
pages.
passed away.
Do what?
Diane Keaton apparently died.
I don't remember who that is.
79.
Oh, wow. I'm flipping through these pages just to see what they look like. And the only thing I see or notice on this page is 5 words. He continued his erotic torment.
Oh.
What? What?
She says as she keeps flipping.
That's why it's one of Miss Willa's diary entries again. My goodness. I'm just trying to see what all is here. And
I told you, like, her stuff is pretty spicy, that she goes into more detail than what it was originally mentioned in the other books, so.
I don't know who these people are, but there's people.
I think that might be. I think there's one picture that's supposed to be Delano.
That's a blonde, and the other one's got darker hair.
Might be like Delano and Perry, possibly.
Let's see. What's it say on the next page? The next page does say Delano, but it doesn't say who's who.
Well, I think Delano is just, his wolf form is described as like a white wolf, so I always pictured him like having like white blonde hair, more or less.
I don't know.
What do you think about to make?
Well, she's quite scary looking. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that is Tawny.
That's Tawny?
Yeah, because when she got hit by that one like shadow stone arrow, it like had changed her, and she's described as her like hair being like now like snow white and having like piercing blue eyes or something like that.
So this is the. We need color pictures then. Because this does not.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how like she ends up looking after she gets hit by that
was
one.
her before. Mm-hmm. It makes more sense. Ooh, there's a letter from Netta. PSS. Look, they still do them. Okay. I don't know when I'm supposed to read this book, so I should probably stop looking at it.
I've got a list somewhere from that someone put on the JLA page. Let me find it if I can.
Oh, we found Miss Willa's.
me.
After A Soul of Ash and Blood is what Goodreads is showing that comes up after.
So, but before the newest one that just came out.
Yeah.
Boy. Okay.
And I think when I read it, it was after book 3 in the Flesh and Fire series. So, Fire and the Flood.
I've got an up-to-date one here. So where are we? Light and the Flame, yeah? So then it's A Soul of Ash and Blood, and then it's A Fire and the Flesh, then it's The Visions of Flesh and Blood, then Born of Blood and Ash, then The Primal of Blood and Bone, the most recent.
As Alicia goes to search for books.
She's just looking to see which one she's got.
I have A Fire in the Flesh. Which one's that?
That one is the next.
That's after A Soul of Ash and Blood.
Okay.
I think I have that one.
Actually, I think I read that one before A Soul of Ash and Blood. Because that one's the third one in the Flesh and Fire series, and that one came out before A Soul of Ash and Blood.
No, I can't reach the other one. Oh, wait, hold on. I think that one's A Soul of Ash and Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Jennifer Armentrout has mentioned before a book from Malik's point of view as well. Ooh.
Meh. Don't like him at the moment.
I don't like you, Malik.
All right, ladies. I think that is, we can call it on that, unless you two want to plan when you guys are going to read the next one. Or discuss the next one, I should say.
How far are you into A Light in the Flame, Alicia? I have not started it yet.
I just started it, so.
Oh, well, I don't feel so bad then. I had this feeling that you started it last month because you were like, I need to know the answers. I must read it.
No,
I thought, I was like, oh no, she's gonna have a head start.
Well, just know that because I've started it, I still have 2 other books to finish. Once I'm done those, I could probably jump back into this, and I would probably finish it before the end of the month. Like, probably finish it within the week. So, because I have the audiobooks for them.
I was gonna start it after my current physical read.
Yeah, right now I'm reading Divine Rivals, so.
Ooh. I saw Rebecca Ross's new book in the shop today, and I was like, "Oh well, I must not get it. I have not read Divine Rivals yet." Wild Reverence, I think it is. Oh, you want to play Chris Packet, do you?
I have books that I bought, and I need to read them, but not read them yet. One of them, apparently, I did not know, glows in the dark.
Oh, what looks that? I must see it now. Turn your lights out. Oh, man.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Oh, I saw that today. I've been seeing it around.
Mine has sprayed edges. But apparently, the title and the skull glows in the dark.
Ooh.
I have yet to test it.
Well,
I will
turn your light out.
I'll have to get up. And then I'll have to see if I like this one where the I'm sorry. On the back of this book it says content warning. This book contains some dark elements, and one of them is non-consensual snow shoveling. What?
Is that a sexual term that I don't know of?
It's the night
Where's that
before
Urban
Christmas,
Dictionary?
and I'm alone in the house.
Snow shoveling.
Searching Urban Dictionary.
Imagine if it is something. I mean, shoveling snow, it says the act of selling or doing cocaine.
What?
Snow shovel. Oh no, here we go. Snow shovel is the act of coming on a girl's a-hole and then tongue shoveling.
That stays. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna laugh so hard if I looked over to see what the viewer count was, if it jumped just from Katie reading that description. But no. Bless you, whoever
Yeah,
the one person is out there.
if you count it, just jump. Whoa, snow shoveling. Get over there.
I should add this book to Vanessa's. What is it? Well, she's doing like a Halloween version. It's like the spooky Smatella. This could be added for Christmas. Oh, his name is Jack.
Oh, Jack.
I mean, at the top,
Get your snake shovel out.
at the top, it says it's the night before Christmas, and I'm alone in the house. I need to put this book down.
I don't need to have weird feelings about Christmas.
I'll let you know how it is. Her name is Chloe, and his name is Jack.
On that note, thank you guys for who popped in for a bit and who's watching this back. I will definitely be in the chat for future lives causing chaos for these two, even if I neglect to read them.
Making everything go off the rails.
Yes. I will not subject you all to a screaming baby in the background. So. And on that note, I will talk to you ladies later, and hopefully sometime in the future have another live eventually. Who knows?
Yeah, when we're finished with A Light in the Flame.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Bye.